One of the biggest problems in this game for many players is special shells, aka premium ammunition, aka gold rounds, aka gold spamming. Couple days ago they released one article called Special Shells Rebalancing, taking another step forward. Last December we announced that rebalancing special ammo would be a priority for 2019. This news became one of the hottest topics in the community because for many players, as I said before, this is one of the biggest problems in this game. A quit-worthy problem, I have heard. So we carefully analyzed the players' feedback to understand what steps we should take next. We also launched several Supertests. Yes, this is what we have heard, but we haven't heard anything else other than this has been under testing. I have no idea what they are doing, what they are thinking about doing. So this is why I'm actually so excited and I cannot wait the 4th of June, because this is when I am able to test it out as well, and many of you guys are also able to do it, but more about that in a second. This is why I'm actually making this segment. Experimenting with special ammo settings and tweaking their mechanics while studying the feedback from our testers. Now we have finally gathered all the necessary data and are ready to share more information. So this has been really closed and unleaked information what they have been doing over there, or at least I do not know anything about it. Taking another step forward. From June 4 to June 10, we are launching a new round of special ammo rebalancing tests on Sandbox. Finally, they are testing something new on the Sandbox server as well before the public test server. Finally, this needed to happen, and luckily it happened with new special ammunition rebalancing. Our test open server. An alternative special ammo concept will be featured, different from the one we outlined at Wargaming Fest last December. Full details of the changes will be announced just before the test, so stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow, maybe I have to make another episode about it tomorrow just to keep you posted, but I wanted to let you know about this offer over here, so you are able to download the Sandbox server, you are able to apply, submit an application to get into the Sandbox server if you are interested. So how can I take part? Everyone can take part in testing. All you have to do is submit an application. After we accept and process your application, you will get direct access to the server. At the same time, you will see a special promo screen in your game client. If you have previously participated in Sandbox test, then you already have access to testing. Luckily, I am able to get in right away because I have been on the Sandbox server before. Be the first to experience the revised ammo mechanic and evaluate them for yourself. Join the tests now and share your feedback. But to anyone who is not interested about it, you can be sure that I am going to feature it. I am going to make at least 1 or 2 or how many episodes it takes to show all that is new with those special ammunitions. So stay tuned for that, of course. But anyway, if you clicked on this screen, I do not see any application button, so I guess I am in already, but if you do, please send the application, and this is how you are able to get in. To take part in testing on the Sandbox server, you need to download Wargaming Center and log into your account. If the download does not start automatically, find the World of Tanks Sandbox tab, click install. Okay, at the moment I do not see it. All games, no Sandbox tab over here for me. I have World of Tanks Europe, I have Common Test, but no Sandbox just yet, so it should appear somewhere over here. But anyway, if you want to take part of the testing, this is what you have to do. Send the application and download the Sandbox server after it comes available. But now moving on into the next topic. And on the top of that, in the past week, when update 1.5.1's test server was released, many of you guys wanted to see how this new Kharkov reworked, almost completely reworked Kharkov map looks like. So let's have a look. This is a standard battle, and by the way, huge shout out to Galard2005 from EU. For helping me out, for wasting his valuable time, roughly 10 minutes for me to record this episode. So we are over here on the test server. This is test server iteration 3, so I guess 1.5.1 is going to be released next week or maybe in 2 weeks. It is not going to be far away, because what they tuned in this version wasn't anything about vehicles. It was about the Frontline mode, but more about that at the end of the episode after we are done looking at the map, and some other technical issues were fixed. So no changes, no further changes to the STV1, to the Leopard 1. It seems like my previous episode about Leopard 1 is going to be the final version of the Leopard 1. But now we are over here on the Kharkov map. Yes, this is a completely different west side of the map. Just look over here. This is the best position. This, mark my words, well, it is quite obvious. This hill is going to be occupied by the south spawn tank destroyers. We have so many pushes over here. You can see this is just dream push for Leopard, not Leopard, sorry. Yeah, maybe Leopard 1 as well, because Leopard 1 is a sniper, is the sniper now. I'm talking about STRV, Gorilla 15, like all those guys are going to be up here sniping for days. So this part of the map actually reminds me, what is it, Erlenberg? Yes, aka Terpenberg, but it seems to be quite a big map. And so once again we have one map where we have two completely different playgrounds, like two completely different map designs. We have the west side, we have the east side, separated by one, how do you call it? How do you call it? God damn, I do not know how you call it. I don't remember. It is on my tongue, but I cannot say the word. How do you call this thing over here? You guys help me out in the comments section. Anyway, separated by that thing, we have two completely different playgrounds, map types. The left side is full of bumps, really open actually. Some houses, some protection, not too much. Of course, if you look at the minimap as well, let's make minimap a bit bigger. We have actually quite a lot of housing, like all of those houses are tiny houses, not big epic cover from the artillery. And if you get yourself trapped behind some of those houses, it can be tricky to get away from some positions. And if you look where I am at the moment, I am getting some epic deja vu action over here, because we just were in the very same bush. So once again, take a look at the minimap. Almost the entire map is mirrored. Let's make the bottom half, let's copy paste, let's switch it around, and we have full map ready to go into the action. This is what players have been asking actually. This is what Wargaming is trying to test out as well. Almost a complete mirror map Kharkov. So let's see how this works. We have exactly the same bushes. We have exactly the same amount of houses. So roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we are missing some houses, but it doesn't matter. Roughly, you can see it is exactly the same as in the south. Hello, my buddy. Look at this cannon. Jesus Christ. That's so big. That's what she said, yeah. Anyway, whatever this is, it separates two completely different play styles, maybe even tank styles, like tank destroyers are going to camp over here, are waiting for some spots, artillery back there of course, and I can see some, maybe even some heavy tanks fighting over here in those corners. Light tanks definitely are going to do some spotting runs, EBRs are going to jump over those gaps. This is actually really, I have to say, I like this type of middle of the map play at least. We have some pushes, like better light tank players or really good light tank players over here are going to do some really good work. And we have some plane crashing action as well. Okay, too bad, dude. And now we're heading into the city. If you hate open map fighting with your heavy tanks, with your medium tanks, why not tank destroyers, then there is an option for you to go into the city. Let's see if you spawn over here. Yes, you are able to get into the city super safely, going through this little gap between the houses. And if you look on the map, city area is almost completely mirrored as well. Same house over here, exactly the same house over there. The edge of the city maybe is a bit different, but overall nothing too major. Oh, I remember over here we are going to have one extremely nice sniping push for tank destroyers. Oh yes, there it is, for the north spawn. So over here you can actually support some city fighting action as well from here. Boom, like that. Over there, slowly but steadily. I think you have to blind shot those bushes if you get spotted. Like if you peek, if you come slowly like that, if you get spotted, then you definitely know something is in those bushes. One or maybe even 5 tank destroyers are in those bushes. So this part of the map previously was playable. You were able to drive all around this central city or whatever it is, but not anymore. So they redid it almost completely. And oh yes, I remember from one of the introduction episodes that they added some really nice big holes or balconies where you are able to snipe enemy, like, I don't know, artilleries, for example. Yeah, so this is one of those positions, one of those balconies, sniping balconies, I like to call it. With heavy tanks, with tank destroyers, you are not able to drive up here from the other side, but maybe with the light tanks, wheeled vehicles, some faster thingies. So this is another balcony, really nice, I like it. This opens up some more plays, definitely. Maybe makes this map a lot less campy. And do you want to see the best position for Super Conqueror, for IS-7, for all the hull down kings? What about those? What about those little windows over here? T100 is so tiny, so low profiled, I'm not able to see over it, but IS-7 and all the hull down gods are going to rule it. Now let's see if we have the same on the other side. Oh yes, we do, exactly the same on the other side. So once again, mirror on the wall. Which map is the mirrorest in the world? Well, that was stupid. Not even going with full speed. This should give me some answers. Well, I think if you try hard enough, this looks pretty much perfect. Okay, with light tank, yes, you are able to get up here, so no problem. Some parallels. So yes, exactly the same once again as on the other side. So, T92, are you here? I think we are done looking at the map. I accept my destiny now. Oh, nice. Okay. I liked it too much. Take another one. Penetration hype. Nope, did not happen. Do you like it, Daddy? Yeah. It's for a draw. Boom. Oh, And finally, for the end of the episode, let's talk about some changes to the Frontline mode in the upcoming patch 1.5.1. So this is the test server version 3, iteration 3, and they did some changes to the Frontline mode. They changed the number of slots for the combat reserves that are available to each vehicle type. Now their number is as follows. Combat reserves were those airstrike, artist strike, engineering, smokescreen, stuff like that. Those reserves with quite long cooldowns. So light tanks previously had 3 combat reserve slots. Now it was nerfed a lot down to only 1. So previously with your light tank you were able to take engineering to cap faster, smokescreen maybe to hide yourself, to hide your teammates, artist strike, airstrike, food, that special inspire. Yes, I think this was one of the best combat reserves to have for sure. Inspire, but now light tanks got nerfed pretty heavily, I can say, from 3 to 1. I guess too many players were playing with LT432s with those tier 8 premium light tanks, and they simply want to lower the amount of light tanks in Frontline mode. I guess from medium tanks 2 slots instead of 1. Progetto 46, Lorraine 40T got even better. 2 slots instead of 1. This is what they say over here. Heavy tanks, 3 slots instead of 1. So heavy tanks once again were buffed. Previously they were able to carry only 1 combat reserve, but now up to 3. Tank destroyers, no changes, 2 slots remained the same, and SDGs, exactly like light tanks, previously they had 3 slots. I actually didn't know about that. I haven't played any battles with any artilleries on Frontline mode, so I actually didn't even know that they had 3, but now from 3 down to 1 slot. Previously it was kinda OP if I think about that. Artist strike, airstrike, all the other smokescreen, yes, as well, to be as annoying as possible. And now only 1 slot, so you have to think about what you actually want to use. Anyway, moving on, they also decreased the respawn cooldown from 30 to 10 seconds, and they increased the repair cooldown of destroyed vehicles from 5 to 7 minutes, but the reinforcement cooldown remains unchanged. And finally, now the objectives, aka pillboxes with the large caliber guns. Spot enemy vehicles of the attacking team according to the standard rules of spotting. The view range of the pillboxes is X meters. So now those big thingies with large caliber guns are going to spot you back. I guess if they say standard rules of spotting, I guess if you fire at them closer than, when you are closer than 445 meters. This is the maximum spotting range. So I guess this is how it works. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it would be funny. I don't know if it would be fun, but it would be funny if those large caliber guns are actually going to fire back as well. Super low rate of fire, slow shell velocity, but big HE hits. Let's say you kind of like see that epic mega HE shell coming towards you slowly. Anyway, this was my today's episode, one quick news episode. I still have to edit it, so I do not know how quick my quick episode is going to be, maybe like 45 minutes. Or maybe 15 minutes, I don't know. 15 minutes is actually quite quick for me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you are informed now. Well, you can actually consider yourself being informed because nothing too crazy happened in the last 3 days or so after the Black Market event, which was kind of a big deal. So I thank you for tuning in. I catch you next time. Stay awesome, take care, and bye.